Hello. Welcome back to our Grand Tactician, the Civil War playthrough as the Confederates. We're currently in July of 1861 here. We've been having a lot of battles over here in, like, essentially the West. This is pretty much, the West here, around St. Louis, Nashville, etc., etc. Haven't been doing too shabby either. I mean, we are like on easy settings for everything, but we'll take what we can get. Meanwhile, they have captured Harper's Ferry off of us. So we do need to try to take care of that. Now the question is, there's Army of the Potomac up there. I guess by moving up here, we kind of forced their hand to take action. We can probably go down there and fight them. What kind of weaponry do we have? Muskets. Muskets for the most part. Some Mississippi rifles. Rifled muskets. Mixed. Can we give them? Yes, we can. Bragg, give him some better weaponry. And then, our artillery is not the best that we have, like best we could have, and we only have 4 guns per battery, but we'll take it. So we'll have to march the Army of the Shenandoah up here to Manassas. Let's do that. We got forces on the march here. Department of Pennsylvania is moving. Have we actually captured Cumberland? We have. It's got the red. So I'm starting to realize, see, there'll be blue under it, and then red, etc., etc. So we're going to move. Not sure what we're going to do here. Lee is in St. Louis now, coming off a couple of pretty big wins over here, a couple big victories. So what I'm going to do is probably going to rest him for a little bit to rearm, resupply, all that. And then, if I can, spare the time, I'm going to march down here to, what is that? Jackson. March down there to Jackson and see if I can't chase them out of there. But in the meantime, it looks like our attention is going to be right here in the east this time, this go around. What? Oh, they're right. They're fighting us over here again. Well, we are on the defensive, so yeah, let's do it. I mean, okay. Didn't expect that. Well, take it. We'll take whatever we can get, I guess. It's under General McClellan. I'm not sure what he's doing all the way out west here, but I guess the same thing that General Lee's doing all the way out west. It's McClellan's destiny to go and do one of his very, very rare attacks against Lee. McClellan was historically not a very aggressive commander. He was more of an organizational commander, always preparing for a fight, preparing for a fight. There was always one last thing he wanted to do before he'd go into battle. So he never really got around to doing battle. So let's see. The enemy's green. All right. Pickett is demoralized immediately. I bet they'll come down the main road here. So what we'll do is maybe we'll give up Better Creek. I don't know. We do have some fortifications. So what we'll do, if he doesn't like try to swing around my flank over here, is let's lay down a parapet here. There we go. And then just in case he goes for this far flank, we'll put one more over here. Okie dokie. We're going to grab Lee, put him into the fighting formation. And I think I want to hold here and here, because he's going to come down this main road probably through Springfield, down this main road, or he's going to cross the bridge and come over this way. Okay, well, where's Pickett at? He's on my left over here, as always. Nervous. Stable. Right, so that actually should go up. Their morale should go up. Meanwhile, we've got Pillow's division. Pillow usually takes the brunt of the fighting. So we're going to put him up here and prepare him to start constructing some breastworks. Longstreet's division will be doing the same thing here. And then I think Pickett this time around, we're going to keep him over here and we'll have him construct some more breastworks. We'll actually put Lee over there to kind of bolster him a little bit. And then this artillery just doesn't have a good field of fire. That's actually kind of better. Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess, right here. So we build artillery, or put artillery there. We're going to hit play. And I'm going to start constructing some breastworks. And I don't like, the reason why I'm putting it closer to the stream is so that the enemy won't be able to like push up too close and just grab the stream as protection. And then I don't know if my artillery, like this might be blocking my artillery. Actually, let's cancel that. Build breastworks like here. And like here. Doing a lot of digging. We'll put McBride in the parapet. We'll build some more breastworks here along the road. We'll put Pickett and Lee right there to reinforce the morale a bit. All right, let's see what this enemy is going to do. Main road, so that's looking pretty good. Now the question are these breastworks going to block my artillery? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm far enough back, and I'm getting cover for being in the forest. So double the fun. Here they come. They're quick. Okay. Gonna just pull them back a little bit like this. And then go like that, so they're centered on the breastworks. I don't know if it makes it that much of a difference, but visually I just prefer that. Don't want Pillow being that close. Looks like it did block my artillery, unfortunately. So I hate moving at last minute, but what am I going to do, right? 12 pounder, we'll just move him like this. Hopefully I can like shoot through that little gap and then that'll be it. The question is, are they going to come over here and take this forward or they are not? So as long as I keep Armistead and McCulloch over here kind of out of the fighting, they should be... What are you doing? They should recover their morale pretty quick. Rifle musket, musket, Mississippi rifle. Actually might end up being pretty dang good for us there. Oh, look at that. He is shooting. He's shooting right up through this the gap in the fortifications. Fancy. Excellent. Here they come. Why are you wiggling around like this? There we go. Backed them off. Uh-oh. They marching left? Maybe? What are they doing? Are they gathering for an attack? Looks like they are. This could be quite ugly. Don't know what these guys are doing. They're kind of... Once you actually settle them into the breastworks, they do a little bit better, but like the initial placement after they build them isn't great. Like this. You can see like the gap there. I don't like that. Probably doesn't have much of an effect, but I don't like the look of it. All right, fellas, it's time for Lee to come over here and reinforce the situation. He's been over here babysitting you long enough. You have to just tough it out. Here they come. Sort of. Yep, here they come. Wow, we inflicted 30 casualties on them already. Well, they're not going to have much cavalry left after this. All right, well, looks like we're probably safe, so we're going to move Pickett up here, just behind the main lines, and they can contribute if the enemy like tries to assault the ramparts or whatever. All right, All right, that's firing. Is this firing over here? It is, and then this. It is not. So I'll have to put that right there. Maybe it'll fire. That's my 24 pounder. I want that to shoot as much as I can. It's going to get really ugly. So they're stable for now. Hang on, what am I doing? Halt. Oh, that's so bad. Armistead, move up like that. McCulloch, move up like that. Gonna have Johnston cross the creek. Put some flanking fire in there. Yep, they are right on top of us. So this is going to be our chance to get in there and get some work done. All right, come on. Well, we broke. We broke. Slacks Brigade. Who do I want to put over there? I don't have anyone else who's really stable. Confident, confident. All right, Clark's Brigade are going to come over here and take over. Go put my Mississippi Rifles here. Like this. Move in like that. Clark's Brigade. All right, well, we got them on the run there pretty well. So let's get Armistead back here. And Colic on the left, because he has the kind of like, these two have kind of the worst morale what we have left over here. Uh-oh, looks like they did cross the river. What are they doing? Are they charging? Armistead. Let's get over there and shoot, I guess. All right, here come the reinforcements. So we're going to pop back over here behind this thing again. Slacks Brigade is okay. Want to move him up behind like this. Then, where's Pickett? Where's the rest of his division at? McBride. Oh, they're unstable. They broke. Okay. Well then, in that case, we're going to move them over here on the left to get them out of the way. And then they're coming back over here for the main assault. McCulloch, we're going to put you across the river. Same for Armistead, I think. Nope. Armistead, come back. Sorry. Other than the units that broke, this isn't going too bad, actually. How are we doing here? Ruggles, back to determined. Yes. Get in there, my friend. We'll have a double line behind the breastworks. Then we've got Smith's Brigade, back to being determined as well. Try to move him up here into the field. And our artillery, move them up, move them up, move them up. All right, Smith, get in there. Armistead's doing okay too, so we can move him like this. McCulloch, like so. And then Smith will come over here and engage this artillery. These fellas here are shooting at... They are engaged, which is good. Some of them are engaged. Uh-oh. Alright, we had one break. So we're going to put in Ruggles, who's determined. Actually, Slack. We'll get Slack in there. And then Smith's going to come down hard on the left flank on these guys. And now, McCulloch, charge. You're a little bit unstable, well, you're stable, but that's not great. Okay. In that case, let's follow you back. And we'll put Smith like this. The enemy is retreating. There we go. All right. I'm a little bit afraid to look at the casualties on this one, but I think we did pretty good. I think we did all right. If only we had some cavalry to send up that way to harass them. This is another battle for St. Louis. Oh, so they lost 4,900 troops. We lost 2,400. And considering the Union, I think historically had about a 3-to-1 advantage in terms of manpower during the war. Just inflicting 2-to-1 casualties isn't actually maybe not quite as amazing as it seems. I wonder if national morale regenerates over time. Like when we go into our winter quarters here, and the fighting stops, or maybe slows down, I wonder if there's a chance for our morale to recover, like in theirs as well. So they lost 659 killed. We lost 301 killed. We captured 845. Our morale's confident. Their morale's unstable. We captured 2,800 rifles and 7 guns. Pretty good. Save the game and take a look. We're going to save, I think, after each battle, maybe. We're going to take a look at our stockpiles. Did we get anything good? Springfield musket. Oh, we have 4,000 of those now. So that's another brigade we can equip. We have 1,200 reboard. There's a little 3-inch ordnance rifles. Oh, that's what we captured. We must have captured some of that. We can't actually build any of those ourselves. Production only. Oh, I think we can order some more howitzers. What if I like auto manage weapon purchases? I don't know. Is that even a thing? We'll order 32 more. Actually, we'll order 64 24-pounders. And then production only. Reboard. I think we're in the process of buying some of those. It's going to be a long time before they're here. We really could use them. All right, so that takes care of St. Louis now, but what about over here? What is Over here. Oh, they're attacking again? Come on. Foolish. Very, very foolish. Man, they love showing these skulls, don't they? Dang. I wonder where this was. I wonder where that happened. It had to have been a couple of years after the war, or maybe more than that. Like, if they're decomposed that much. Hmm. All right. Well, this is a chance to regain some of our morale, I think. Some of our units were a little bit shaky there. Okay, okay. The enemy's green, so are we. Then we're fighting on. This isn't even the same map, is it? Where's our river? Yeah, we don't have the river. Actually, was it like this? No, that doesn't look right. We don't have the bridges. Anyway, so the enemy's going to be starting over here. So they're pretty bottlenecked, actually. They don't have a whole lot of options. So how do we feel about being bold right now? Lee, there we go. Pickett's demoralized. That's pretty much a constant state of existence with those fellows there. So there's no real way nowhere really for them to cross except like right in this area. So what we're going to do is we're not going to build any. We're not building parapets this time around. Longstreet's division. It's funny that Pillow's division takes like so much of the brunt of the fighting so often, and yet they're pretty much always game to fight. Okay, then we'll have Pickett in the rear here. Let's hit done or play, and then I want to come up here and like just force them to attack into us. So we're gonna move Pillow up here. We're gonna move Longstreet onto his left. We'll have Pickett in support on the right, because I doubt they're going to attack across those marshes, but who knows? And then the artillery, I assume those are marshes. Those look. It's like shows like that, so that has to be. Yeah, it's a swamp. It's a swamp. Let's bring our artillery up like show. And then Lee, where are you at? Where are you at, Lee? There you are. Right in the middle. Here they come, and here we come too. Now it's gonna hurt. We're gonna take plenty of casualties here because we don't have breastworks or anything of the sort. And they'll probably have rifles. Like all of them will have rifles, I bet, at this point. Go, go, artillery. Yeah, look how slow they're moving. Springfield muskets. That's musket. That's rifle musket. There we go. So I move up a little bit from the left. Longstreet's going to move up on the left as well. Clark, he's stable. He's back to being stable, so he's okay. So those are detachments. Those aren't even their battle line. Now, can we, artillery, hit their artillery before they even set up properly? Looks like we've inflicted 0 casualties with our artillery barrage. Looks like we are hitting the vicinity of their artillery. Yep, we're breaking them. Nice, we got them to break with only 24 casualties. Whoa, hang on. No, 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 no. Okay, and then picket. Move them up right behind the artillery like so. There'll be like reinforcement for the middle here for our center. I've got Johnson with the Mississippi Rifles. I'm going to come up here and shoot at that detachment that's trying to take over the artillery. And in fact, let's try to focus our artillery instead of on this detachment, which isn't going to take damage. Let's put it on their brigade. All right, a little bit closer. Armistead. I would really love to get a chance to rest this army. If they're just get their morale back, give them like a couple of weeks of rest, but it feels like the Federals are just going to keep on pushing. Because they do have the troops. They have the advantage there. How's 1st Brigade doing? 17 casualties with all that cannon fire. This is our chance. Let's go. Nice. Get him. Someone broke. I don't know who it was. Armistead. Couple of guys. Couple of them broke, but I think it might have been worth it. How do we look? 3-1. That's okay. The enemy's retreating. What is going on here? That's not who I wanted to do that. So something I've noticed that when you have your units charged like that, they will go to short range. Not sure that was worth it, but again, 2-1 casualties, and we captured some guns, maybe. Man, we never even got to fight. Still trying to get our battle over there around Harper's Ferry, maybe. It's going to be a big one. All right, Clark's falling into he's falling into disgrace. Clark's done so well though. They're my Mississippi Rifles, I think. Yeah, Clark loses face. We captured another 500. 900 some rifles, 2 guns. Let's go in here and mark all of these as red and remove them. It's still only July 1st. All this has happened in the span of like one day. Okay. Clark. You know what? I think I'm going to keep him. Well, let's replace him, I guess. And we need an infantry commander, Garnett. There we go. Garnett don't break. And then we'll push across the river here and try to scatter these forces. Meanwhile, these troops are moving up here. I want to capture this depot. For some reason, it flipped over to Union control. We've also got troops moving up towards Winchester over here. Or Manassas. And then there's the Army of the Potomac. I have 18,000 troops in this army. How are we looking on weaponry? We're good there. Pretty darn good. Got some cavalry. Can I give them better weapons? We can give them musketoons. It's not great, but better than nothing, I guess. Army of the Shenandoah. That seems like a newer army. Yes, it's not great on some of the weapons. So let's upgrade. Oh, at least we managed to get one more set of muskets, or yeah, like regular Springfields. And then we're gonna upgrade. There we go. Spreading out, getting some better weaponry, and that's good. They don't have cavalry. Oh, they do. They have Jeb Stuart's in there, so they should be pretty cool. All right, we finally moved out of St. Louis just to chase some enemies around. We're gonna go back to rearm, refit, rest, reorganize, everything. Uh-oh, here comes the Army of the Potomac against my Army of the Potomac. All right, so I'm about 40 minutes into this episode. So what I'm going to do, save. I'm going to save this game. I'm going to start uploading this episode. It takes me a long time to upload. My upload speed is really terrible with these ultimate, well not ultimate, these Grand Tactician videos, because they take up a lot of like a couple of gigs for like 40 minutes or 50 minutes of filming. So I'm going to start uploading that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this up and I'm going to continue it, and it'll be the next episode you see. So I'll see you then. And thank you so much. I'll see you next time.